everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division. And now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the walk.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one.
Doing great.
Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Parker. A good block. Off to the side. A little swing. Parker's hit by a right hand.
Clinch.
Dynamite's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Body shot, body shot.
Well-targeted combination by Dynamite. Able to land the jab. Final 10 seconds of round number one.
Come on, kids, focus.
And we come to the end of round number one. Dynamite's effort in that last round really didn't do much for him. I just don't think he was busy enough.
No, he wasn't busy enough, and you start to wonder whether or not he wants to be here. It has to change quickly now, because if it doesn't, his opponent is going to kind of smell it a little bit, and he's going to start pushing a little bit more and put him in bad problems.
Go out there and get him. Go out and fight this guy. You understand what I'm saying? Take it to this guy. You have to go and get this man. You have to start throwing in volume out there, champion.
Considering the fact that in the last round he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked, because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the mettle of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Able to cover up that gut. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Unload.
Gets rid of that body shot. How about that left hand? And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
Looking good.
Dynamite's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Clicks of the talk.
Come on, let's go.
Parker's rocked, and both men are damaged in this round. Wild stuff. That was a great round we just saw, Teddy. And this is why I'm glad I do my job, not yours. You have to try to score that round.
Yeah, I have to score it, but they have to figure out why they both got shaken up and make sure it doesn't happen again. Close round, but the good news, more to come for audience.
Get some water in you. You're good. You all right? You're okay, right? Breathe for me. Now listen, I threw a wide punch and he caught you. You're gonna tighten up your punches, all right?
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Parker's jab lands well. Dynamite's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Right to the body. Able to dismiss that body shot.
Pace yourself.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Body shot. Uppercut.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And he just holds on there. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there.
Attaboy!
Solid hook upstairs. Dynamite's defense is paying off now.
Body shots.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And the round comes to an end.
You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw 3 or 4 punches in a row. You can turn this around, but you gotta let it go. Listen. Take your time out there. Take your time. Keep the pressure up, but don't follow him. Cut the ring up.
Dynamite's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Good work defensively by Parker. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Dynamite's left now getting into the mix.
You're not focusing.
Wow, what an uppercut.
Man, that's it, baby. Good job.
And now you see him scoring well with the right. He's in bad shape. Maybe a punch or 2 more and he's on the canvas. Teddy, what does he need to think about now?
Well, one of the things that he can't think about, he'd love to run away. He'd love to get away from what's hurting him. His legs are not solid enough, so he's going to have to find a way to tie up.
Focus.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Dynamite.
Relax.
Dynamite's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around.
It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out. He's putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
Scores up top with a left.
It's okay, let's go.
Parker's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Left and right, left and right. Stay away from those.
Well off the mark by Dynamite. Parker's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. Dynamite's objective. That's a huge left he just scored with. Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Parker's back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
And round 5 comes to an end. Dynamite's gathering himself right now in the corner, and his trainer is really doing him a good service in reminding him, yes, to this point, the later stages of this fight, you're in control, but still, go out and do everything we talked about in training camp.
Relax. Relax. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. That's right. That's right. Now listen.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. He was knocked down in that last round. Now he's right back out there.
That 60 seconds has been enough for fighters in his position before. This sport's been around way over 100 years. It's up to him to do the things he needs to do early on in this round.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Blocks away that headshot. Dynamite's defense has been just unbelievable tonight. I mean, Teddy, it takes such appreciation seeing a guy putting forth his craft like this.
Yeah, you do, and that's why he's able to have such a long career. That's why he's able to be, you know, so consistently good, because he doesn't take a lot. He doesn't get worn out. He's fresh.
Halfway through round 6. Dynamite's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Good doubling up of the jab by Dynamite. Little head knocking with that right hand. Right to the belt line.
See that coming. Come on.
Parker's smashed by a hook. Zones in on that overhand right. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
Keep it up. Keep it up. That's it now. Nice work out there. Keep fighting smart and keep busy. Don't take a break with this guy. Now this is it. You heard it. Now keep on.
Keep on this guy. Keep hunting him down, right? Cut the ring off and move him into the ropes. I want you on this guy. Listen, you need to move your head more, side to side.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Dynamite's coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecards.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that could be an enemy of him right now.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Dynamite.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Now hugging on the inside. Parker's right hand scores well. And now he's targeting upstairs. Just hugging there. At the halfway point of round 7. Parker's throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing them because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
Relax, relax.
Not precise at all by Parker.
Hook, hook.
Not much action as he just ties up. And that's the end of round 7.
Losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, right?
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points like that and keep throwing punches. Nice work. He's hurt. Now I need you to jump on him this round, all right?
Start of round 8. Teddy's got it a close fight. Dynamite's enjoying a slight lead, but he has to sharpen up that defense. His opponent has been finding a way to land.
Yeah, I'll be more specific, Joe. He's got to keep his backside off those ropes. That's where he's paying a price.
Left and right. Watch the hook.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. And he's holding.
Pace yourself.
Parker's right hand scores well that time. Sort of like a loaded gun, that straight punch there, Teddy. You can see him lining it up and then just releasing and hitting that trigger.
Yeah, you're right. A loaded gun with a nice long barrel that makes sure that the bullet, in this case the punch, goes nice and accurate. Straight ahead.
Nice work, nice work, nice work.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Parker. A solid left hand by Parker. Dynamite's on the bad end of a big hook upstairs. Parker's the victim of a powerful hook.
Jump on it. Nice.
Dynamite's left working well that time. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Double jab there by Parker. And round 8 comes to an end. Parker's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Let's go. What are you waiting? You want this fight? Then let's get moving at it. Here you go.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Dynamite. Parker's nailed by a shot upstairs.
Finish with a hook.
Gets rid of that effort. Parker's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt.
Punch! Punch!
Brings the hook that time.
Good job, boy. Good job.
Halfway through the 9th round. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
That's okay, that's okay. Let it go, let it go.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Nice block by Dynamite. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Keep moving, keep moving.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your
Dynamite's
chance.
proving to be elusive. Oh, what a left hand. And this round comes to an end. Dynamite's taking a rest between rounds here, and as he does, it gives us a chance to look at the fight overall, because I think now that what you have is a good, really strong, evenly matched fight that he's up on.
Yeah, I think so, but he shouldn't think that. You know, it's okay for us to think that, and his trainer, more importantly, shouldn't let him think that. He should tell him this is where a little psychology 101 might come in. You know, I don't say you tell him you're behind, but you say, hey, it's a dead even fight. Win the rest of these rounds.
So a new round is underway here, but will it be just where we left off? Remember, the bell rang in that last round to keep this fight going. He was taking a beating.
Yeah, well, I hope that he watched some Houdini movies. I really do, because he's going to have to do a Houdini to get out of this.
Dynamite's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Dynamite's in a bad spot right now. Big shot up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there.
There it is! Once again he goes down. Can he survive this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. The fight is over. Dynamite's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim. It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision out of this. Parker's power makes it a knockout.
Reminiscent of some of the great late knockout fights in the history of this sport.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.